Customers that I've come across are falling into two types. One, where customers have seen a very specific business pain area around content management. On the other extreme, there are customers who are looking at a holistic business pain area around content management. If you have a smaller or a specific pain area to mitigate, I would recommend you look at smaller point solutions to meet that need. But if you're looking at holistic business pain area to mitigate, I would recommend that you look at something which works with your enterprise applications that you have today. So in other words, it must interoperate seamlessly with what you have got today, because at the end of the day, you have structured content and you have unstructured content. Most organizations that I speak to already have their structured content defined in a standardized ERP applications. ECM plays into unstructured world. It's about marriage of unstructured content with the structured content is where I would see a lot of organizations see a lot of value. Most of the customers that I see in the field in Asia Pacific in Japan have multiple different ECM technologies today. Recommendation from us is to really look at consolidation of those, because that's where you're going to get the maximum business value. However, consolidation may not sound as easy because you always need to justify why you need to consolidate. So that would vary based on the case to case that each individual company would have. We see again a lot of value when you link and consolidate all of this ECM application into one platform which interoperate seamlessly with your enterprise application platform, because at the end of the day, business users who are going to access this application is one and the same. It is the same AP clerk who is going to access an ERP system and who needs a document management. So you need to be able to view that in totality. I would see three main components. The first and foremost component is that it has to be holistic. It should cover all 5 segments of ECM, namely document management, record management, web content management, digital asset management, and archiving. The second important consideration is that this component must have interoperability with desktop application as well as with backend ERP. Desktop application means Microsoft Office, and backend applications, whatever that you are standardized on. And third most important element is alignment with your corporate information strategy and your business strategy. It is fairly obvious that if you do not know the business pains, you would make a mistake. So understanding what your business requires is a key important element here. So I would talk about 2 key criteria where people make mistakes. First is about usability. People underestimate the usability aspect of an ECM solution. The second important point is about interoperability. It's about integration to what you have got. So usability and interoperability are the 2 key mistakes that I've seen companies make. They underestimate both of this. And consequences of that can be suboptimal user adoption, could be poor workflow across the organization, could be high cost of ROI, could be poor coverage against the regulatory risk that your organization is facing. So it can be quite serious if you do not look at these 2 components. The first and foremost trend I am seeing is really customers are putting a lot of emphasis on unstructured content. It is important to note that in today's world, 10% of the data is structured, 90% of the data is unstructured, and most of the organizations have gotten good handle on how to manage the structured data. It is an ability to marry unstructured data, which is 90% of the incoming data today the organizations are facing in this part of the world, to marry that with the 10% of the data that exists today. So at SAP we say content, which is unstructured, and context, which is structure. It's about marrying the content with the context to provide a business value which will last more than what you would have initially imagined for. So it's about content enabling the business application is what we are looking at. And the trend is really, how do I master unstructured data? Today's CIOs are looking at how do I manage all of this incoming emails, voice, videos, PDF files, and how do I manage that with my ERP, and how do I make most out of it? Because another statistic suggests that every second that we live in this world, 390 gigabytes gigabyte of data gets added into internet. That's just too much data, but it's about integrating that. So I see challenges and trends in this part of the world is relevant, specifically in Asia Pacific, Japan, which is leading the mobile revolution. There's a lot of data and a lot of converging is happening. So unstructured merging with structure is really the hot topic that I see today.